Hey everyone, it's Jessica Edwards in Wilmington, North Carolina. So I want to talk about a situation I had recently that was very unfortunate, and it's the absolute worst thing a real estate agent can do for their client and through the negotiation process. The worst way you can possibly negotiate is to be a complete jerk. And I say that like really not being funny, because I had a situation where, and this happens from time to time, and I'm glad to say that it doesn't happen very often, where you're dealing with an agent on the other side that is just a complete word I shouldn't say. And this particular situation, the agent got very heated and hostile and just really sort of came after me a little bit when they really had no reason to, and it turned out they were like in front of the clients or with the clients, and I think they were trying to act like they were being tough or being hard-pressed negotiator or whatever, but it was just totally out of left field. And I was very nice, obviously very cordial, and I just think it's the absolute worst thing that a real estate agent can do. And I think most people get this. It's negotiating 101. You have to sort of, there are times when you need to push. There are times when you need to sort of be hard-pressed and push, but there are times when you pull back and you play the nice card and you play the friendly card. Everybody's there to get what the best deal for their party or their client, and represent their person. And more often than not, it doesn't do that agent any good to be a jerk and just be totally unreasonable and act very defensive instead of really working together, to get what your client wants. And it's just really unfortunate, because you see, it can completely kill a deal. And in this situation, it did. And I really think that they were trying to, I don't know, I guess impress their client or act like they were trying to be, hard, tough, negotiator. And it didn't work at all. It did not work. It did not come across that way. They just came across as kind of crazy and just rude, really. And it's just kind of laughable, because it doesn't get you anywhere, really at all. So just something that came up, and not to rant, but it is definitely, if you're negotiating, I think, real estate agents, be very mindful. I think most people are. And if you're the client and your agent, how are they negotiating? And most people do a very good job, but it's definitely a skill, and it's definitely a very important skill for your agent to have, because it is often the most important part of the transaction, is how they can negotiate. And that negotiation happens throughout the transaction. It doesn't just happen when you make an offer and get a property under contract. It happens throughout the deal, through repairs and different things that come up. And that agent has to know how to negotiate and how to mold to the other person back and forth to get their client what they want. And being a jerk just never really works out very well. So anyways, these are my thoughts. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to email me. And of course, please check us out at thecarolinasfinest.com. Thanks so much for listening. I hope you have a wonderful day.